Oh, he's a podcast.
No, he's a podcaster. He's a podcaster.
Yes.
Now, right off the back, before we even get to know everything else, Nikki, stop showing this guy some images. Right off the back, even before, atasumbua tuna hiyo image.
Sports is for the girls.
Before we talk about everything else,
Yes.
SAK stands for what?
Singles Association of Kenya. Yes.
Is anyone who's single allowed to register?
Anyone.
Jomba mbona hujajoin the association?
Cheza chini?
Nimeona pete ama nimeona pete mahali.
Alikwambia
Your
nini?
husband is asking for a friend himself.
Umekaribishwa manze. By the way inakuanga na 90% ladies na 10% men's.
Bro, unaona saa ratio huko itakusort?
Huko nani kwa sawa. Shida tu iko na most Arsenal fans na mimi Arsenal fans atupatani.
No, si most ni the management tu ndio.
No, watu Arsenal. Nimeona wewe na vice chairman umefuatana hapo.
No wonder men are not winning in that nini.
Men are not winning in that
association.
What do you mean?
Arsenal winning
more women.
More women is a win. A win is a win. A win is a win.
Unless hesabu zako on Lando Norris. Anyway, now as we are moving on,
usinieke hapo.
Quiniki, si amejileta mwenyewe na amekwambia we see what Lando Norris is doing.
Drive on.
Umetoa virtual car ama hili?
Sawa, endeleeni.
Tuendelee.
Hata usipite.
No.
So, one thing that everyone wants to know, TJ,
yes,
is the difference between now you being on radio right now,
yes,
and being a podcaster. How the difference in it, being that you've been in several interviews,
yes,
not only on radio but also now podcast, and especially Football Digest pale na Nyash. What's the difference? What's the difference for you?
I think the difference mostly is, of course, time. Radio gonna limits. You cannot say everything.
Oh yes.
By everything I mean in terms of time, content wise, and also unajua kwa podcast you are free to say anything. Podcast you are a bit liberal, but a balance of both, because I've also, I think, worked radio kitambo behind the scenes, so but it's interesting because now radio paying and to a new audience.
Right.
Yes. Especially now this being a sports station, which is something very cool. And Leonardo got like, okay, this is something I really love, so I think finally I'm happy to be.
So do you believe in that notion that radio is dying?
No, it's not. It can't die. However, of course, space yake imepungua kidogo compared to kitambo. Because now people are being innovative. Even people who are now opening podcasts, unapata kitambo, most of them walikuwa on radio.
Right.
A lot of them will go on radio, then they start, especially podcasts that are doing well. Unapata kuna ile background ya radio.
Right.
So they know how to handle media. Even now unapata their podcasts are more professional and all, but now of course kuna aspect ya the urban radio, the traditional radio. Of course traditional radio ndio imalize. Very few of course wako at times you meet somebody in Eldoret anakuambia nakuwatchingi kwa podcast, uko like podcast imefika Eldoret ama Kakamega. But now on radio mtu akwambia anakujua, you feel like it's a bit more expected.
It's more expected.
Yes.
And I like the fact that you say that there's that transition between from radio presenters who become podcasters.
Yes.
Is there a transition on the other way side of it whereby podcasters are getting into being radio presenters?
Yes. I think common one maybe Mariah. I think I've seen Mariah. Yes, she did something a bit on radio.
Yes.
But ideally I've seen her mostly as a podcaster, then back into nasa radio vizuri. It works because now if you're used to doing it, especially if you're used to doing a podcast professionally, unajua there are many podcasts pia watu wanafungua unashindwa. Have you watched a podcast unashindwa? I think
listen to this.
Topic inakwanga tu moja. I won't mention it, but
inakwanga moja.
And I hate it because as a podcaster you go online and people saying ati podcast ukitoa tu hii, there's no other content. So if you look at such podcasts, if they go to radio, wanashindwa, what else can I talk about? But if you're used to giving content, whether it's sports, whether it's music and everything, if you go to radio, then it becomes easier for you because now you're used to the mic.
I think that our reality for Hesbon, Quiniki and I was when now SportyFM was started, and it's going to be 24 hours of sports.
Yes.
Without politics, without relationship manenos, without everything else that keeps a relationship together. If you know. Without all that content, and we were thinking to ourselves, this is a new frontier. Podcasts, as you've said, without that one conversation about innuendos, there are so many other things they can talk about.
A lot, especially if you like, as we're doing sports and football mostly. At first I was like, football tutongea nini each and every week, but bro, there's something always happening each and every week, whether it's in the local scene, international, there's something always happening. And if you also know your history, because it makes you do research. That's another thing. And nimesikia watu wengi wakisema on radio, nowadays radio presenters are not researching and all. So for podcasts,
na alikwambia hivyo bro?
No, not all. I'm saying that's the notion outside.
That's the notion outside.
Especially when we are not 100% like you're not perfect.
Yes,
you're human. Kuna kitu utamiss. So if you miss something, unajua pale online natakungoja tu aseme
nowadays
you don't do your research. No, like it's only one thing. So even for podcasts, unapata every time you're doing research, each and every week uko like, I need to speak about something new. Also I need to know why is this happening now? Is there a history to it? So same way in a radio too, because you have to wake up, prepare. Si ati umeamka tu ati leo kuna podcast. Ati wacha niingie tu tuta flow. Like iko flow, you'll flow for maybe 3 episodes.
I think you can only flow when you're doing hizo podcasts zinakwanga.
But even then you need to research, because some statistics are very important. If you talk about someone like you have research.
But to remind our audience, we're live on Facebook as well, so they can join into the conversation.
Facebook, we're there also, yes. And also all our socials at SportyFM Kenya right there. And we are with TJ in studio. Now, TJ, this morning, tuliamka to some very good racing now. In terms of Formula 1, which team do you support first of all?
Red Bull.
Which one? The white one or the blue one?
The main one. The main one. But zote is it. Zote is it. The main one, of course. Yeah, I was telling them before the show how I started watching.
How did you start watching actually Formula 1? Let's get to that.
The Arsenal banter era.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Arsenal imekutesa hivi mpaka kukaza kuwatch Formula
1. Hapo ma 2018, 19, 20. Nilianza kutafuta new sport. I was like, hii Arsenal.
But Arteta was just like 2 seasons into the job.
Yeah, because now it was post-Wenger. Yes. So you're like, a new dawn. Then the new dawn, naanzia number 8 huko nashindwa, hii new dawn. So I started looking for a new sport. Tried to watch basketball. Of course, Lakers was the thing growing up. Lakini kuamka 4 a.m. daily. Kuona games. Yeah. Asked a friend, EF1 naonanga.
Is not a problem. Ataamka 4 a.m.
Every day.
Twice on Sunday.
Yeah, so
to watch men beat each other up.
As usual. Things you love. Things you love. So I asked a friend, EF1 naonanga Hamilton anashinda. Nani anamsumbua sana? Kaniambia kuna kijana anaitwa Max. Anakuja vizuri. Nikasema sasa huyo Max ndio mimi ndakuwa na support.
And from 2019 it has been Max Verstappen.
But I didn't even used to watch the races. Nilikuwa nashindwa, watu walikuwa na race. Max alishinda, alikuwa namba 2. So at least 2021 now when I started watching, sielewi vizuri, but I'm like, that's the first season I watched actively, and that's the first season Max won.
Right.
So I was like, that's a good choice. For that time Arsenal bado haijarudi
lakini
hata leo haijarudi.
It's okay.
Hata mgeni ajakaa 20 minutes in the studio.
It's good to be honest with him.
Anasema ni kama they're heading in the right direction.
At least Max and
6 seasons later they're heading in the right direction.
Which direction? The trophyless direction.
Unajua siku hizi
the hope has gone up.
Unajua watu wa comedy time tuongelesh sana.
Watu wa comedy time tuongee na nyinyi sana. So mnaweza tulia.
Yeah.
When people are having serious conversation.
Ni heri kwa mid time than kupigwa 5 goals.
Hiyo nani kweli pia. Na hiyo na agree na tano
kuliko kupewa penalty ya kubebwa.
What do you mean penalty ya kubebwa? Wase.
Leverkusen. Did you watch the game?
Unajua uzuri yao wasipo Leverkusen isipowatoa watakuja kutolewa tu kuna Bodo Glimt for the culture.
Napenda hiyo delusion. Unajua for now mimi nilisema I'm not even talking about whatever fans want to say rivals. Waseme tu.
Mimi I'll
wait till the end of the season.
Undo rival wako?
Mimi si rival wake.
As we're too old to be your rivals.
Mimi nabishana naye nini?
See right is London.
Right is London nini? London is blue.
Si tuko ushago, nyinyi ndio mnatufuata huko.
London is blue.
Si tuko hapo tuna enjoy holiday yetu ya 2 weeks.
London is blue.
Midterm.
TJ.
Yes.
Arsenal.
Yes.
Ulianza wapi?
Ulichagua aje kujitesa yani?
Nimeona vile leo unakuja. Swali ni yangu. I don't know why you're doing a remix.
So way before Chelsea was created.
Yes.
And came into existence.
Way before
Chelsea came to existence.
Yes.
Nilizaliwa and got my dad was an Arsenal supporter, and we used to watch a lot of football. But then miujiuliza, I don't know how we used to watch football kitambo, but I remember watching football. Watu wasema watu mlikuwa watch football kitambo ulikuwa dosi, because of course sikuwa nenda clubs. So nasikumbuki tukiwa dosi, so I'm trying to remember. But I remember my dad used to watch a lot of football.
He enjoyed a very good era, my
yes
friend.
he did, and I think that's the time I started watching. I think maybe I have memories of early 2000s. Kapata Arsenal nashinda, Henry ndio huyo ameingia Arsenal, and of course
Jazzy fiti sana ya Dreamcast.
I know everyone, most of the poor Arsenal fans Henry alituingiza huko. If it's not for Henry, probably.
Do you think Arsene Wenger na Henry are the reasons why mnasafa saizi?
No. And yes. No and yes, but I watched.
No and yes. There's a yes factor.
Yes, I watched, but it's a sacrifice that had to be made, which I watched Wenger recently speak about it, especially with the transition to the new stadium and all. And I was like, this guy survived with no funding and all. Which, yes, to the fans, it nataka kuona vikombe, which is another thing why me see mind about the haram football you all claim you're playing. Every fan wants to see cups, but no fan at the emotional side and logical side of thinking, we had to sacrifice this for the long term. Because if it works right now, that means every sacrifice that Wenger made during that time, it may bear fruit. Not through him, unfortunately, but now maybe through Arteta. Wenger walked so that Arteta can fly or whatever.
Bro, but why do you guys skip Unai Emery like
he was never there? Unai Emery was your coach, man.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
Given how Unai Emery has performed, he's a manager who can win trophies,
yes.
right? Do you feel like you prematurely fired Unai Emery?
Not really. Because honestly, I did not like his style of play. Myself, I did not like it.
But you're the same one who was umetoka kutuambia
hapa. You don't mind about
haram football. So shouldn't it be the result?
So the difference is, even for Arteta, if haram football does not win us anything this season, and I know you're one of the people I told, if Arteta does not win anything this season, by anything I don't mean Carabao FA, I mean Champions
Major.
League or
the league.
If it does not win anything, personally, me, this was the last season I was giving.
Umeosha mkono.
However, if you want to win in that style and you win, ndakuwa like, I'm not a coach, miss day coach at Machakos Boys or whatever. We'll make coach a team and you saw this works and it worked. If it works, okay. For Unai Emery, you can't play bad football and you also tunashuka. You get? Yes, maybe tulimtoa prematurely, but even for the teams he's gone to, I've not seen anything big.
But in Spain anakuanga king of the Europa League.
Sasa unaona
that's
not my target.
No, but ungekuwa at least na European trophy.
It does not matter. Spurs wako nayo and they are still below us.
Wako na zote hadi jana walinikumbusha vile walishinda Conference League.
Aoni venye wanangangana kushuka kwa table ndio washinde Conference League for the second time. Ndio wako na record. They are fighting for that. Waseme we've won it twice. No team has won it twice. Wanangangana. Wanangangana.
But Obi Mikel and some of the biggest pundits wamekuwa kusema that Arsenal team, they don't see why they deserve the trophy. Remember, it was Scholes was talking about angekuwa up to him, angepatia Arsenal the trophy.
Any of the other teams,
yes.
Arsenal peke yake.
Yes.
Do you think Arsenal has regressed?
No. I don't think Arsenal has regressed. I think Arsenal has found a way that everyone is, of course, even us, as I told you, we're not really comfortable with the style of play. That's not the style of play so Arsenal play. When I was growing up, it was all about beautiful football. I was like, because I'm an Arsenal fan and a Barcelona fan, so you can see the relation.
No, because me I'm a Manchester United fan and I'm a Barcelona fan.
That's what people don't understand. That's why guys call you and ask you how do you support Barcelona as a Manchester United fan. There's a problem there, Joe, but
he's an Arsenal fan.
No, Barcelona
we'll talk about it off air.
Okay, now about the style of play.
Win, and not Arsenal. Arsenal haven't won anything. Manchester United win.
Tumekusikia.
No, they win our hearts for 6 seasons.
I know. Unajua Man U ni kama unajua wale wasanii wasema manze nilikuanga mnoma.
Iko siku
nilikuanga
mbaya. Nawaambianga history club. Hii ni museum.
Alafu sasa anapigwa interview amesota, alafu so siku zetu tulikuanga wabaya.
We're not Blackburn. Calm down.
Anyway, yeah.
But isn't it natural when you're a Manchester United fan you support Real Madrid, when you're an Arsenal fan you support Barcelona. Because the Beckham
I thought so.
Yeah.
Personally I thought so.
So isn't there something wrong with Josiah right now when he said
Beckham alikuwa sasa Manchester United akaenda Real Madrid?
There's nothing wrong. We know he's an Arsenal fan.
There's always been that.
Yeah.
There's always been
kuna
that
ngana relation.
What about this guy who supports Chelsea and Barcelona?
Hiyo iko sawa in London. London teams have an affinity to Barcelona.
Not really sure.
He's about to doubt your statement.
No,
Not
it's
really
true.
sure. But okay, of course, because of Ronaldo, Beckham, Real Madrid, Man
Yeah,
U,
that's Real Madrid,
Arsenal,
Man U.
whatever. But now other people look at it differently. I know Arsenal fans who
Chelsea wanaingilia na hapi na Real
But
Madrid.
Chelsea have had-
Barcelona.
Sasa hiyo ndio sijui.
Chelsea have had so many players who have gone from Chelsea to Barcelona as well.
And has succeeded.
Do you remember the time when Arsenal got booted out of the Champions League by Barcelona? The guy who scored the goal, the Brazilian player, was a former Chelsea player. Unaona venye nimewapea facts na Hezbollah kwa najua hivyo.
But again, some people look at it differently because I know Arsenal fans who've never forgiven Barcelona for 2-6. I know Chelsea fans who wanaangalia ngele robbery ya
Hey, that was daylight robbery.
so it's really subjective. Lakini Manu, hata mimi sijaelewa Manu Barcelona. Naonanga like your rivals because Barcelona has always punished Manchester United.
Mimi sijui hata affinity yako imetoka wapi.
2009 like
No,
if it was not
Manchester United and Atletico Madrid. So huko ni
Hiyo hata
kuingine.
ndio wasi.
So alafu mimi ndo naingilia.
Have you asked me why I'm Atletico Madrid?
why there has to be a man.
Of course it's a man.
Who? Holland.
No? Sergio Aguero.
I thought so. Well, you're not a Man City fan.
No, I can never be a Man City fan.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. We have
But you
TJ
see,
in studio.
The connection is still in Manchester.
If you're just tuning in, we have TJ in studio, who is an avid sports enthusiast, a content creator, and a podcaster. And more importantly, he is the chairman of the SAK now.
Outgoing.
You're outgoing?
Yeah, see.
He said when Arsenal are
when
winning
Arsenal
the league.
win the league or the Champions League, we said we are quitting.
Hey.
Nyash and I. So
My friend.
So tunakuja Rusi, tunakula mchele.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. That organization is going to go on for a very long
no
time.
organization will go on. However,
As you being the chairman.
No, however, they're going to step aside and allow Akina Hezbollah to inherit it. No?
yeah,
But they're not winning anything. So wataoa lini?
whatever makes you sleep.
Well,
at night.
imagine if your marriage is pegged on Arsenal winning the
Imagine.
Premier League.
Imagine it is.
Do you know
See
there are
at
people who are
imagine,
begging
it
on
is.
it? Kuna mtu amepanga June 1st. Trophy
You
parade.
guys are going to make me change my
Getting
mind
married.
about that nini red flag that I have of not dating guys who can't watch any form of sports. I think I might just change my mind. You can imagine una date mse kumbe the whole time haja propose juu is an Arsenal fan anangoja
Hey,
washinde
unangoja.
ligi. Oh
Unangoja
my god,
sana.
it's been how many years?
22.
Utoto menopause my friend, ukiwa unangoja
Wow,
kupropose.
No, but it depends. Yeah, nilikuwa mtoto. Right now I'm old enough.
But here's the thing, TJ.
Yes.
Skip Lua anacheka.
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing, TJ.
Yes.
If Ateta wins the league
Yes.
and the Champions League and a cup, and if he doesn't win the league and or a cup or the league, does he still stay as manager?
Personally, I wouldn't want it. However,
Even if he wins, you'd want him to go?
if he wins,
Yes.
If he wins, he has to stay. Why not?
I would think because of the 6 seasons amekaa bila kushinda, if he wins the league, he raises his arms. He's like, you know what? I've done what other legends couldn't do
You
in
live
the
at your
last
best.
22 years. You live at your highest.
Hey, I don't
You're the
think
only
so.
manager who brought the league in the last 22 years.
Then goes and starts afresh another project. He has the chance to, like, of course, right now there's I think a transition coming in because I don't see Pep being in the league for much longer. So he has the chance to keep winning
And
dominate. You have that chance or go start
You know,
somewhere.
Xabi Alonso is just listening to you right now like, oh, nafikia sitachukua kazi ya Pep.
No,
ikiwa
anaweza
available.
chukua, no problem, but he also has to start something. EPL si La Liga si nini.
Rosinya anafaa kujua hivyo.
So that if akoneo chance ya kudominate, which I feel is easier for him, especially at a club where anapewa grace period. Any other club he goes, if he goes to Barcelona and hawatampea 6 years, if he goes to Real Madrid, hawatampea 6 years.
Hello, SportyFM.
Jo,
Yes, vipi bana?
fiti mambo.
Tuko salama kabisa.
Leo mmetujaribu sana.
Tumewajaribu kivipi bro yangu? Na tuko na fan wa Arsenal in studio.
Mnatuletea hata chairman wa singles.
Shida ni gani?
Sometimes you guys mnatujaribu tu imani yetu. Mnatuletea wa singles. That they are waiting until Arsenal wins the trophy and then waoe.
Ati ndio aache kuwa chairman. Ati sasa atakuwa outgoing chairman once Arsenal imeshinda ligi.
Then wacha tuulize, how old is the chairman?
Ati nini?
How old is that chairman?
How old is the chairman? I think the same I think the same age ukiongeza miaka maybe 5 zingine since Arsenal washinde championship. I mean Premier League.
Hebu tuambie, anaweza kuwa na miaka ngapi? Reality.
Niko 31.
Sinakuambia 22 plus 7.
Mwambie aje. Enda tao because muda inakataa.
Tunaoa June, usiogope. June this year.
Okay. Me by the way I'm from Chelsea. And I'm proud to be blue always.
Zote.
Na turingi sababu London ni blue na kila mtu anajua.
Hata yeye anajua.
That's how you so blue.
We have done things they have never done.
Na hawatawai.
Hawatawai. Ile kitu wanaweza tuambia tu ni kwamba walichukua the last trophy ya EPL unbeaten.
Yes.
Na pia wako na a European trophy walishinda in 93. Wapatie pia hiyo.
Walishinda mwaka gani?
Hiyo 93. Walichapa Parma.
Okay, so the record they can all hold in London ni kuchukua ile European League ile haijulikani na kuchukua unbeaten.
Hakuna kitu kingine.
Hakuna kitu kingine. Si pia tu kuna vitu tumechukua unbeaten na tunachukua vitu hajaichukua. So they should not speak in London, no?
Unafaa tu muulize kama mechi za Club World Cup.
Ajui ni nini?
Hey TJ, did you know what you're walking into today?
Every time I come here, I'm abused. However, it's good that he knows we've won something they've not, but they've won something other people have won, so that's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Mi swali yangu ni
Yes.
Ukiangalia Arsenal na table standing
Yes.
EPL kuna just a difference of 4 points, right?
Yes.
Ukiangalia tu kwa kweli. And this is the Arsenal we know. Ikibakia tu kwa mtatu.
Yes.
Arsenal itaachana na ligi. Na Champions League kuna mahali tu wanafikanga. Wacha tu wapatie tu through pass. Ikibakia tu semi. They'll be out of the competition.
Na Chelsea?
But we are Chelsea. We will bounce back. Unajua kocha alitumess tu kiasi akatuleta huyu Jurgenson akafanya mambo yenye alifanya. But we'll bounce back at Stamford Bridge. Hao jamaa wana game kama unajua game yote, hawana game.
Lakini wanafunga mabao na kona.
Naona good.
Okay, ukiangalia kwa wanafunga. Jurgenson alichangia bao ngapi? Goalkeeper aliwapatia 3 goals. Of which that 3 goals inakuwa demoralizing to the players. Unaona hata Fernandes alijamna naye hata karibu ampatie goal.
Alikuwa anamgombanisha.
Karibu ampatie bare.
Karibu ampatie bare, so he will not be in the post. We'll be having Sanchez there. And we'll bounce back strongly. Na we'll send at London na hiyo kitu tutaenda nayo.
All the best.
Champions League mnaenda nayo.
Champions League tutaenda nayo msee.
Sawa. Hey, I love that confidence from a Chelsea fan. Also, we're getting comments coming through. Remember, we are also live on Facebook, and our WhatsApp number is 0733 222 105. Also, you can call us through 0748 999 111. We have Benja who says here, again I say again, mnaweza shtuka Kenya has held a general election before Manchester United's next match.
Unda memaliza sasa.
By the kuna kitu ilikuwa.
Nicolette, hebu ongea kidogo bana.
Yeah, unaweza pata
unajua kwa nini hizo vitu za nishtui? Hebu angalia uone kama ni fan wa Arsenal.
So je ni fan wa Arsenal?
Hello SportyFM.
Ni wivu.
Yo.
Yes boss.
Nianzeni.
Tuko fiti bana.
Nacheki umeleta timu mdadisi wa Arsenal.
Yes.
Sasa niko tuna swali moja kwa huyu kijana.
Yes. Yes, talk to me.
Niaje?
Niko poa sana.
Unajua sijakuja na uzuri.
Na nakujua, nimesikia venye umeanza.
Nataka kuuliza swali moja na uwe genuine.
Very genuine.
Ulianza coach ball when ama Arsenal ulianza coach ball zao when
99 2000.
2000.
Yes.
99 hujamaliza coach ball akiwa kwa tumbo. Anyway. Sawa.
Hiyo time Chelsea iko imeanzishwa but tuendelee.
Mlikuwa ile wakati mlinua, lakini hiyo final ya World Cup no Henry hakuwa wenyu hiyo wakati alikuja after. Sasa ile your most favorite and memorable game ilikuwa gani? Nataka swali yangu itoke hapo sasa.
Most favorite and memorable game, I think for me it wasn't even the favorite game, but the favorite result I think for me memorable ni tukishinda Man United the FA Cup. I think it was 204.
206
No, of 4. Or 4 cause, and not because we played like the best game, but at that time nilikuwa nimeanza kuelewa the rivalry and I was young. So when beating Man United at that time, because I knew Arsenal like playing well and all, but now understanding the rivalry and having friends who support Man United, hiyo venye wewe ni mtoto ukatoka nje kuambia mtu tumewashinda, for me I think is like the best for me.
Unajua hiyo wakati hata ile rivalry ilikuanga tu ya Roy Keane na Vieira. Walianza nianga kwa tane ili huko before watoke kwa pia.
So for me that's the most memorable because I was young and I think it kind of cemented my fandom for Arsenal.
Fine. Na gani uliangalia hivi ukaona hii ndo ile lakini inabaki angae imekuhat.
Imeni hat.
Inabaki angae imekuhat ni gani? Because I'm sure ni hapo tu between 204 hiyo up to 207.
Me I think game imeni hat most as an Arsenal fan is Aston Villa kutupiga 2-0 when we lost the title. For personally I think only had most. Barcelona had many Arsenal fans. However, I'm a Barcelona fan. So at that time, I was okay with any team winning. However, if I was to go back, since Barcelona won more titles later, I wish Arsenal had won that game. But by the time I was watching, I was okay with any team winning.
But for me, I just want to believe hiyo day ulikuwa tu nyuma tu ya red. Hata hii mambo ya kusema tusije ati ulikuwa na support both teams.
No. Remember that time I was young. I was a new Arsenal fan and a new Barcelona fan. So ilikuwa ile era ya kina nani ya kina Eto'o, kina Ronaldinho. For me it was class for Barcelona and class for Henry. So going later to it ndio na me wish Arsenal ingebeba, but at that time I was okay with it.
So in short,
yes.
Unajaribu kuadmit hiyo ndio kitu inakuhurt sana. Na najua mtu hata game yote in particular there's only one person mwenye anakuhurt sana.
Nani?
Na huyo mtu najua Julian Belletti.
Ndio huyo. That is the player I was mentioning.
So it does not hurt me. Nakwambia right now thinking about it, like unaona ile yenye unaweza kuwa ulijibamba but sasa uko na nika regrets. At that time while watching it I was like any team ikishinda I'm happy. But right now since Arsenal has not won the Champions League after that, ndio mimi utamani ama tungeshinda hiyo time because that was the closest we got to winning, things would have been different. But at that time I was very okay.
Thank you for your call right there. So you were very okay with the idea that, you know what, it was a missed opportunity for Arsenal to win
at that time
the Champions League at that time.
Yes, because that's the only time we got to the final.
Haya, bringing it back home because you're a football enthusiast and a sports enthusiast. In terms of our league hapa mtaani, which team do you support?
I don't watch local match. However, I'm trying to change that. However, nilizaliwa kwa family tulikuwa tuna support Gor Mahia, so ilibidi tuni support Gor Mahia.
So you're a Gor fan.
Yeah.
And as much as you're getting yourself into the idea, atumesema nini?
21 titles. Uko at least I may make the right decision.
Okay.
So you have to get a soft landing bana.
Yeah.
And my issue is this, and you're not the only person. So many people have attributed to this that, you know what, it is not enjoyable to watch our local games.
Yes.
Even if, yes, we love the FKF, but people have attributed to the idea that, you know, it's not as enjoyable as other leagues.
Yes.
Not only the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga. You know, what's your view on that? Is it how you're so used to a certain level of, Hezbon says I say too much, professionalism in a league?
Yes.
Or what is it?
I don't know what's really happening to the local football. However, yes, I feel as fans we also have a responsibility to support the local teams, but even the teams themselves have a responsibility because looking at, there's nobody who pushes you to watch Man United or Arsenal or Chelsea. Inakam naturally because there's something good you're anticipating to watch. And as much as the league is not like the Premier League, of course there's been that talk that the Premier League is not levels that it was before in terms of the style of play.
Right.
Kuna hiyo aspect of competition and fun and everything that is being, I don't know what is being enticed to us that is not probably in the local football. Nimeanza kuiona this year, at least this year there's a lot of talk at least kuna teams kasha bana kama because growing up nilikuwa najua tu ni Gor na AFC. By they didn't used to know na Mathare na Tusker. Sikuwa najua hata teams.
So stories za Shabana umesikia juzi.
Shabana.
Tusker na Mathare, Gor Mahia.
Acha ongezi bani. Usema ati Shabana?
Mimi nimeisikia juzi. Anyway,
but I think you know what? I think there's a reason why the Premier League is the most watched league in the world.
Right.
I think we need to stop this thing of expecting the Kenyan Premier League to be at the same level as the Premier League that started in the 18s. Angalia your grace period of 18 something. Manchester United ilikuwa 18 something your club. Celtic ukiangalia Scottish Premier League 18 something. We can't catch up.
There's something that they have been building over the years.
Over the years, and it's taken centuries, like literally.
But for the hardcore fans who are Kenya Premier League or the FKF League fans, when they hear other fans that who do not either watch the local games and they're like hapana wewe ujui ball, wewe hauko loyal, wewe tu unapenda kucheki tu hizo vitu za uko majuu.
I think they need to stop that
because there's that cascading.
It doesn't help the sport.
Ni gatekeeping here.
We don't do that. This is watu wa rugby tufanyangi hivyo by the way. Kuna kwanga na
You do that.
atufanyangi hivyo.
You do that. There was a lot of conversation online by the way, hiyo time ya HSBC.
You'll never hear us saying
people walikuwa nasema
why you following a rugby league of abroad and you're not following the local one. We don't.
No, but you always have that wewe unakuja rugby na ushikanishi. I saw that conversation a lot.
Kuna hiyo tu na hiyo inakwanga across all sports. Hata F1 wanakwanga mulikujanga kwa sababu drive to survive. Mnajaribu ku gate skip sports.
Ati Netflix ilioleta tu Formula 1.
So at least imewaongezea fans. Bila fans your sport becomes irrelevant. So it doesn't matter.
Then I think it's at times kuna double standards in terms of people who are wanakuingilia you do not support maybe local sports and all, alafu yeye pia maybe ikikuja kwa artists support local artists anasikiza wasanii wa majuu. It's about to preference yani, and I don't think nobody can force you to love something.
And how come, let me ask you, you'll find there's some people who only watch, like you'll hear someone saying I'm only a Real Madrid fan. Why don't you hold that person accountable and ask them why don't you watch an English Premier League team? You don't.
The preference ya mtu.
Yeah, and I think we need to stop with that whole thing. The Premier League has been there for so many years and they've built something over time.
Yeah.
And
so
also
rather than us bashing this thing when a creator comes out and says that wanna prefer you over that and saying we're not at levels yet, we are not at levels yet. That's the reason we have to call out where the problems are. We'll not get there if you want to gatekeep the problems as well, and that's the problem I have with fans. Because mimi nimeanza kusupport sasa hizi timu mpya sasa, akina K-Sharks, akina Shabana and all, akina Morangasil, akina Bibi Bread. Now all of a sudden I'm the owner of the league and you don't have a right to speak bad about. Come on man, before we support your Bibi Bread ulikuwa una watch Chelsea.
Amata ulikuwa unakulea mkate na uko unajua kuna team. Rosafi, true. And I think like Hezbollah anasema, gatekeeping is one of the worst things that is happening, because now cascading, unasema TJ huyo Chaliba si ajui ball, kama hizi ajui ya Tishabana imekuwa there from back in the day, Chaliba ajui ball.
Plus kama hujasomea
ball kivyake
exactly, na kama haujasomea hauna licenses, so tuko same playing field.
Si wote tu ni fans tu.
Si we fans.
We're all fans.
Alafu this aspect of when unasema if ukisema you love Real Madrid, that means you hate there's always that aspect. Nikisema may love the Premier League, so that means you hate KPL.
But you know, in human psychology, there's always that power of association. I want to be associated to something.
Yes.
And if you're not associated to what I'm associated with, you are the enemy immediately.
Imagine.
Which is so sad.
There should be some freedom.
But there was also a conversation, one of our callers was calling us akituliza why content creators, you're a content creator, are not highlighting our sports. Do you think we are missing something in terms of the digital space that the content creators and our football, or rather our sports in general? Because we've seen content creators come and talk about, we have the WRC, we have this and this and this, but then we are having so many problems.
Yes.
Like Angela Okutoi came out recently, we're having a lot in terms of sports that content creators are not highlighting. Are they turning their face away from the problem that we're having in terms of our sports?
I don't think it's turning the face away, because content at times it's about numbers, and numbers means you're working on something that people are interested in. So definitely whatever is happening or whatever people are interested in is what you display. So if people are mostly interested in the Premier League, if you're chasing numbers, for instance, you'll find yourselves talking about
It's automatic.
Even if you look at, say, since I'm into podcasting, the podcasts that do well, they are very good podcasts around, but if you look at the controversial ones, ziko na numbers. Why? Because a lot of people wanafikiria hivyo. Ukiangalia za sports ziko na numbers, hata kama zingine maybe in a sense but still kuna numbers. There are very good podcasts about finances.
Very true.
Zinakuanga poa sana, but ukiangalia the numbers zenye watu wana watch haziko high, but if you sit down and look at the kind of content yenye iko hapo,
proper
like,
content,
hii kitu inaweza saidia wase wengi. Now come back to even the football scene, the local football. If not many people are interested in it, you'll create content. Yes, this year kumekuwa na improvement. Honestly, I won't even lie. I've seen a lot of content even for the local football, and it entices a lot of us even to go back to watching. Because me, I think after my dad's era na nini, then he passed. So even Gor Mahia ika deep. But now kuna hiyo interest ya local football imeanza kukaa poa. So the more the interest is being built, and even from the side of the club, because even say for instance for Arsenal, Chelsea or Man United, you'd always get updates about what is happening at the club.
Accessibility to the content.
Na uko Kenya. You are in Kenya, but utajua sahi Maguire ameumia and all. Huko wengine even the game peke yake kuwatch at times unaonanga tu results. Ujuangi game ilikuwa EPL or whatever, utaona at any point, and it connects you to the team because kuna hiyo personal connect. Hadi unafeel ni kama mi na Odegaard manzeni katuna tunajuana na kujui. So if that connection is made even from the local aspect, because we can do our work as the fans, but even the teams need to
feed their work.
Because he's talking about connection with Odegaard. There was something nilikuwa nakwambia Tottenham were doing ya get ready with me as I go to watch with some of their players, that type of connection. Nilikuwa naambia Joe, our admin Shabana anatupostianga represent your location every single week. To represent our location kwani na hama every week.
Nasema represent your location kila wiki
like tunasema ni I want to see my players train. I want to see their regime.
Unajua pale unaishi bana.
Kila siku.
Si ndio afanye manze analytics zake za social media.
No, but creativity, you know, another thing that when it comes to content creation, it's how creative can you be?
Yes.
Correct.
You want to sell the league, how creative are you kama admin on your page? What can you do? Mimi nakumbuka battles za Zukericho on Twitter.
Yes.
Everyone knew Zukericho because of the way the admin used to go
even
there and banter people.
Actually, I was going there. Kina Zenit. That's why I miss a team like Zenit in the Champions League. Like hata mkipigwa kuna banter wamekona.
Hata sahi by Leverkusen on do something.
Exactly.
So we are ready for corners.
You know what do you call it, that reel that they did of blocking the light. Your speech Arteta.
Yes.
Has the most views on their page. Go and look. It's just how creative
things.
are you? How small things. Ona nini Mansfield wakifanya hiyo nini akona. I'm guaranteeing you there are people who never knew Mansfield existed, but because of that reel they knew it existed.
So kiniuliza where you represent a location utapata followers
every week.
Every week. Unajua sometimes you wanna exaggerate.
Ni ukweli.
Literally tukienda hiyo page
walaende na kuangalia
scroll hivi utaona tu represent your area this week.
Unatuma picture na signboard pale unaishi
Kisii. Zile nini za I love Kisii, I love Ruaka.
Just like that, Ruaka checked in. And we were talking about Audi earlier on. Ruaka's just checked in like that. But 0733222105 is our WhatsApp number. Also, you can call us through 0748999111. We have a fan here who's saying, his name is Benja, who's saying, considering the rivalry as a Ghana, my most memorable and sweetest victory, ni Wiltord scoring the winner versus Manchester United for Arsenal winning the league at Old Trafford. And sijawai understand a fellow Ghana still breathing, supporting Barcelona.
Umesikia? Zinaona hizo differences.
Considering ile uwizi walitufanyia in 2006. Yeah. Mimi hata nikae Atletico Madrid with Diego Forlan memories. Uniki Benja amekwambia
tuko ami Atletico.
Benja amesema is an Atletico fan. And then also we have Evans Shamala anasema, good morning guys, I want to tell those people concerned about Manchester United not playing. Manchester United wako holiday, taking one game every week, meaning hawajawekea any England barrier kubeba UCL this season. Lakini trust me, hakuna team ya England itabeba. Next EPL hakuna team karibia 20 titles, only Manchester United and Liverpool. So for how failures should they be rejoicing by winning the Champions League? Man City, Chelsea.
John kuulize, umevaa jazi mara ngapi this month?
Yeah.
Ya Man U.
This month wamecheza mara
Imagine Mboma amevaa once.
Nani?
Mboma amevaa once.
we bana wakienda trainings wanavaa jazz.
Amevaa once.
So juu mimi nimevaa more times than Mbwemo inamaanisha
ni hivyo
you're
tu.
more serious than your players.
na sasa me it's different. Mimi naweza ingia pale FC 26 na nicheze games in hand kabla the actual game.
Yeah,
okay.
vizuri. So you guys are winning which trophy this season?
Nani sisi?
Chane na Man U.
Yeah, participation we are good with it.
I don't know why you are listening to him. Nilikwambia he's too far down for you to hear him.
Oh, watu wa Chelsea wako chini. They're tracking down the order just to win a
They
European
need to figure
trophy.
out how they're going to
Wako chini
beat
wakicheza
Liverpool.
FA, ndio?
So, munaishinda. That's where you draw the line.
So much to discuss and so much more to come back with TJ, including prediction of not only the games happening over the weekend in the Premier League, but also Serie A and La Liga. TJ,
Yes.
please take your phone right now, because once we come back, I'll tell you why downloading the Sporty TV app will help you
Okay.
in terms of the conversations. I'm nona ni macho tatu, yeah? So ni App Store, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, we are sorry. Kena hapo kwa App Store.
Amwezi relate.
Zangu ziko tatu but zimejipanga in vertical. Ziko vertical Android.
Umebeba silaha.
Na sasa kuiniki basi ile iko macho moja.
Mimi haina macho moja, hebu iangalie vizuri.
Iko na 4 ndogo. Around one big one.
Mnateseka.
So when you get on your App Store, just go straight and get your Sporty TV app, which is free of charge. And you know what? Once we come back after the updates, I'll tell you, TJ, why there's an advantage.
Yeah.
And you know what? There are a couple of games you won't watch. You'll watch actually without any buffering, without any issues whatsoever this weekend. And I'll tell you some of those games when we come back. But first of all, next up is the updates. Yee.
cool factor.
He has
Isikwe
a-
kwenda Kisii peke
He
yake.
has a flying, he has a flying carpet.
Hizo
Kuendesha
other
ndudhi.
means.
Kwani mmetumwa?
Yes, but you need to find another
You need to find a cool factor. Sawa.
Nitajaribu.
Jo anaweza say akikatia dem anaweza mwambia in my early days I used to be a DJ. Back when I was in the UK. Unakumbuka?
I have no idea what she's talking
TJ anasema
about.
I'm an event organizer who learned how to DJ on the job,
And
So
Queen Nikki akikatiwa na Charlie anasema, you know what, also I can get you some fragrances so that you make sure you keep your heads
And
tanning.
please don't come with a pink Vitz.
a two-door one in particular.
Was that necessary though? Kuna watu wameweka down payment saizi for pink Vitz.
Wa change mind before.
How? Which other mind are you going to change after
I don't
that?
think they produce them anymore though.
They do. Kuna backlog pale Mombasa.
Jo anasema hivyo juu kuna yenye ameitisha.
Wanasema hivyo juu
I
anatetea gari
respect
yake.
that car. My first car was that one.
Anatetea ile gari yake legendary vile.
Oh, ile gender reveal.
Apparently,
alikuwa
Alpine,
amevaa hiyo t-shirt
because of
jana.
their color and their livery, ati ni a gender reveal.
So it's-
Because you
it's
could
pink
have
and
pink
blue.
up mbele.
You see it,
Yeah,
you see
it
the
makes
vision.
sense, it
Yeah.
makes
How can they be gender reveal for a whole season? Kuni the elephant. But anyway, you know what? It's all about the bunch. It's all about beyond sports right here on SportyFM. We have TJ in studio, like I've said, a sports enthusiast, also a content creator and a podcaster. And if you want to check him out, social zako, Chief?
Tinjay TJ across all platforms.
Tinjay.
Tinjey TJ.
Oh.
Tinjay TJ
Oh,
across all
TJ.
platforms.
Wow.
Yes.
That is unique.
It's-
Hesbon, what are your socials?
Hesbon Nyamari everywhere.
Clean.
Okay.
Queen Nikki is Sambo Buriko 13. Nilipata correct.
Na yako iko?
Yangu Josaina, simple. Paul nilikuwa naeka underscore kila saa kwako.
Ni DJ. Josaina ama Josaina clean.
Just Josaina clean.
Ni venye unamjibu.
Na sasa nitafanya nini? He's a Chelsea fan.
You're a United fan. An
Yeah.
Arsenal fan. TJ. Tulikuwa tunaangalia.
So TJ, since you're also an F1
better to
enthusiast,
Yes.
who do you think conquers China?
Mercedes inatupia stress. Gari yao inakimbia sana. I think Mercedes may still conquer China. However, I'm expecting to see, I think, a better result from Ferrari and a better result also from Red Bull, because I've seen their cars are not that bad. However, I know Mercedes car looks very superior, but I expect some competition, especially from Ferrari and Red Bull.
Red Bull.
And
Yes.
Red Bull right there.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa then. Now, in terms of this weekend, like I've told you, you have your Sporty app
Yes.
on your phone.
Yes.
Brilliant stuff. Queen Nikki. Queen Nikki serves you the best beats in terms of
Mchapo.
Mchapo kwa the game itself. Not only that also, but also in terms of predictions, in terms of news that you need, in terms of head-to-head information. Queen Nikki guides you through the Sporty TV app. Queen Nikki, na hii weekend, it's not going to fail us, the app, because kuna some scintillating matches
Ooh, yes, they are.
on the app.
And starting off today, for those who want to watch the league on, like our very able social media manager Everest, the game between Marseille and AJ, I will not try and pronounce the last name
Alger.
because I do not want to be will be available on audio commentary as well as football kicks off today. But tomorrow, kesho nayo, I can tell you for free, completely free, that Sunderland versus Brighton will be available on both audio and video.
Sunderland versus?
Brighton.
Right. That's a good game.
That's a very
So
good
TJ,
game.
you can watch that live on the app, free of charge.
Okay.
And a little known secret from a friend of mine called Tom, if you have an Android TV, killed it.
And also for Joe Sainer who watches the Bundesliga, Hamburger versus Cologne will be available on video as well. But Bayer Leverkusen versus
Wait, what did you say?
it's Hamburger.
It's Hamburg.
No, it's not Hamburg. Angalia venye
Who
nani.
alisema
last time
Hamburger?
nilisema hivyo,
Who alisema
aka-
Hamburger
akaleta
last
case.
There's
time?
Hamburg and Hamburger
It was the
SV.
same. It was the same.
Itakuwa
But also for the championship faithfuls, there's a very good game. That's Coventry City who are currently leading the table, and they're
Versus
almost
Southampton.
heading into the Premier League versus Southampton. Utawatch your game free.
of charge. Also, if you're into La Liga, we have Atletico de Madrid versus Getafe. That will be happening today at 6:15. Audio commentary, and also Real Madrid versus Elche later on at 11 p.m. Tomorrow, that will be on audio commentary.
And also on Sunday, we'll have Josina's Como taking on Louis Mohana's Roma in the Serie A, which will also be available
I'm
on
a
both.
Napoli fan.
Oh yeah, right. Which will also be available on both video and audio commentary, as well as Real Sociedad and Osasuna.
Na tumekosea sana watu wa Chelsea, aka at that time watakuwa on duty, because at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow it will be Arsenal versus Everton. No, actually, yeah, Arsenal versus Everton will be at 8:30. Also, Chelsea versus Newcastle.
Hey, the same time. You're playing the same time. Mtongo London. We'll be playing the same time. Arsenal versus Everton tomorrow.
Yes.
Chelsea versus Newcastle.
Hiyo game mtaenda full force ama you'll save your squad for the comeback?
Which comeback?
Si yenye Fano alisema wataweka Sanchez.
Comeback na tutapiga.
Sasa Sanchez is even worse.
I thought so, but Fano anaaminia Sanchez, so who am I to?
No, they have another reserve keeper. He's called Ochieng. He plays in
For Shabana sometimes.
Shabana, so he can deputize pale kwa Chelsea.
Mzee, unajua niko hapa kando yako.
Conference League is the goal.
But we're talking I was asking you about the situation here corners. We've seen almost everyone talk about it. Everyone was asking for regulation in terms of the referees to protect the goalkeepers. It has always been the case in the Premier League that the goalkeeper is always protected, even during corners.
Yes.
We saw the Brighton manager kusema Arsenal are not playing football. Even when it comes to set pieces. Do you think there should be a regulation in terms of your players kuacha kusumbua opponents goalkeepers?
Not your players. If it's regulation, it's for everyone. That means kila mtu akitolewa corner, we still have more goals.
Ikata cross, because you've seen it happen over and over again.
But I think even when you watch the corners that Arsenal have scored and how we play our corners, mostly by impeding the goalkeeper, we normally have only one player who blocks, not even touch the goalkeeper, ama distracts. Most of our corners see ones up from the back post. If you look at the other teams zenye zina try to implement the corners, wanaanzanga from hiyo vita uanza even before
hiyo implementation tunayo na Chelsea wakajifunga own goal.
Yes. So if there's any regulation could happen, honestly it should happen across, but mi sijaona makosa from anything that we've done. I think the only thing that inauma watu is because now Arsenal is scoring from it, and any other team has the chance to do the same, they should do the same. Hatukuwa tunanunua ni models ndio, lakini hatukuwa tunanunua tall players ndio wa model for Adidas and the likes.
But bado mko na models.
Calafiori.
The tradition continues.
Calafiori. Wewe najua mambo yako.
Versus Everton on Saturday.
Yes.
Tuombe sasa.
I see a win. It's nothing less than a win. And honestly, I'll say it. Of course, we have many games coming up. And I think one thing that will get us over the line is the fact that the teams that are also below us are not at their best.
Hiyo tu ndio inawasaidia. Man City
See,
are not.
hiyo tu, it's one of. We still had a better season. We still have most goals. So see hiyo tu. Ukisema hiyo tu. Ni kama kusema sahi, the only way Chelsea tashinda ligi ni the rest of us tukishindwa. Now that can come to play. But for us, we've worked our way up there. And one of the things that will help us is that the fact that Man City is not also doing well. Yeah.
Umetuingiza sasa kwa kesi yenye
Mko.
Atuko kesi yenu na mnatuingiza
but so sasa umenihakishia sasa microphone ndo niongee.
Uko na disrespect na content kidogo. Be professional.
The only professionalism I'm going to bring here is Paul Scholes alisema mtu yote asishinde hii Premier League juu all the teams have been dismal.
Paul Scholes mwenyewe sangeanza kucoach team basi.
I let the good football that
out of the class of 92.
They produce the worst managers.
Wote.
Man, kwanza Gary Neville afai kuongea watu.
Aliokoto zake 7.
My friend.
I'm telling you, wanaendaga hapo wanatuaibisha lakini ni sawa tu.
Wote. Whether it's all of them. Who has succeeded? None.
Done. Well, at least Roy Keane alifanya kitu pale Sunderland. Hakushinda but alisteer the ship.
Kidogo.
Sunderland.
Alafu akaona hawezani naye akachana.
Uzuri yeye alisema hawezani nayo.
Yeye na TJ sema WhatsApp sahi, both of them are podcasters.
No.
Umesema
hey, we are sorry. And in other games also Chelsea versus Newcastle right there, Hesbon. I mean, you said the other day that, you know what, all the 4 defenders at Chelsea waende nyumbani.
Yeah, all
If
the
it was
four
up to you.
all the 4 center backs plus that person who stands there as a coach. Liam.
But Hesbon, you can't do that. It's
You
not
can't
fair.
say that the
You
whole
can't say
defense
that.
iende.
You
The whole
can't say
centre
that.
back-
Fofana was sent back to the reserves of France team by Osimhen.
nilikuwa naangalia and I was-
Osimhen, sorry, Dembele.
you see that game ya PSG versus Chelsea, we were playing so well up until Jurgensen akaamua kutupatiana a mistake, and our defenders, our center back, the coach akaingiza center backs into that game when the
See, he
game was
brought them
3-2.
to what he goes control the game.
What are you controlling? Nilikuwa nawambia he did the same mistake when we were playing against Burnley. Brought in by Diashile tukaconsider the death.
But yendo
Inaonyesha a person who does not understand the team. You don't have good defenders, attack.
But you know, he's not to be fair, ameingia halfway midway through the season. Alafu again, I'm telling you, the problem in team yako si coach. Si Strasbourg ilipiganga PSG
With that manager.
with that manager.
What do you have to say?
Unaona? Inafikaga hivyo, but even we sympathize with his plight.
Uzuri, Chelsea and Newcastle will be playing at the same time as Arsenal and Everton, and you can watch one game on your TV, the other game you can listen to it, because they'll all be available in audio commentary on your SportyTV app. So you won't have to miss out on anything. So on Monday, when Hesbon is beaten by Newcastle, you can come and tell him where the mistakes were.
Hii Newcastle unajua ilikufunga wakiwa na 10 men.
So na sasa tuko wapi wao wako?
Achana na wako muko.
It's a point nini? It's a point tournament. Si kama ile yako ya penalties. Hii ni a points.
Oh,
They
yeah,
matter.
TJ,
Yes.
he said that a decision...
Acha kuleta watu kwa nini.
Okay, sawa.
But mwambie.
Mimi umesema nisiongee.
No, mwambie I want him to get his idea of that nini.
No, because it's from the horse's mouth.
Unajua Chelsea fans are very funny people, because I remember the beginning of this season there's a Chelsea fan who came here. Akaniambia venye niko na rangi ya thao lakini akili ya chwani. Sasa yako?
Yeye ndo ako na akili ya chwane na rangi ya chwane.
Na rangi ya thao bado niko nayo.
Lakini hapo kwa akili ya chwani
Kuja sana.
But nilikuwa naambia Nicolette was telling me about we have something that she normally tells us, I told you so, when she predicts a correct prediction. Game ilikuwa West Ham versus Brentford. The game ended in a draw. Wakaenda post match penalties. Nikamwambia you can't have an I told you so moment because that game went into post match penalties.
But I said
when
West Ham would win.
When we're reporting a game that went to a post match penalties, tunasemangaje game ilisha draw, si ndio? So you cannot have an I told you so moment.
You know, he's even trying to think, he's trying to figure out how Hesbon's logic is based.
Can come up with such
So unaona FA Cup, it was FA Cup.
Yeah.
FA
It's a
Cup.
knockout game.
It's a knockout game, right?
Nani aliproceed?
West Ham.
Aya.
So do I get my I told you so or not?
Did they win the game?
Eh.
Now,
Walishinda.
on
They
Sunday, with your SportyTV app, because now, by the way, your argument is null and void. Hata ukipeleka pale parliament.
Huyu anafaa kuwa parliament. Unajua discussions zao kwa hivyo.
Unajua jana politician
You
kuna
know
politician
sijafurahia.
jana
You know
alisema
sijafurahia.
kuna politician jana alisema kwa TV, one of the shows alisema parliament is just a walk-in for fans. Alisema live and he's a politician pia huko. Parliament hakuna kitu serious. Alisema it's a walk-in.
So unasema kwa I can excel.
Hey,
Bye.
bro, na hizi arguments zako za post match credit na siju penalties. Hey, hata unaweza you can even vie.
Naona mna heshima.
Now on Sunday, it gets even better with the SportyTV app because you can actually listen to a very big game in the La Liga, Barcelona versus Sevilla. What a game that will be. And then later on, if you want to watch a game in the La Liga, courtesy of the SportyTV app, Real Sociedad versus Osasuna. That will be happening at 11 p.m. with the earlier one, Barcelona versus Sevilla, will be happening at 6:15. That is La Liga. And Kwiniki, tupeleke pale EPL.
EPL, all the games will be available on audio commentary except the Sunderland versus Brighton game, which you'll be able to watch live. So at least you never watch both of the games at the same time, because remember all these, the fact of a point system, because I have to explain this so Hesbon can understand.
Jesus.
It really affects like how the clubs move depending on whether you win, draw or lose. Unaelewa? So when you draw, you get 1 point to share. You don't proceed into penalties.
He knows that. Come
Okay,
on.
no, in case he doesn't. And then when you win a game, you get 3 points. So you see whatever points that you are currently, like Utone Chelsea wako na 48 points. So in case you win, and you add those 3 points, it will
At in
determine
case we are winning tuanzie hapo.
it
We
will
are
determine
winning.
your position.
We are beating Newcastle kitu liwashinda. That was
No,
the
I
last game by the way.
I don't think you beat Newcastle. I
That
think
was the
you
last
guys
time you
drew.
played.
You said teams under you, TJ, either have not been performing that well. That's why they're not challenging you for the title, as you have alluded to. So we'll have Manchester United versus Aston Villa, and Aston Villa that was really pushing for that second position.
Remember, they're tied on points.
All right. Who do you think you win?
I think we have to win. Tuko
No,
nyumbani.
Mnajua mmekuwa break. Aston Villa mmekuwa very active. Sasa
Actually, Aston Villa wamecheza jana.
wamecheza jana.
They won yesterday. Yes.
Yeah, they won 1-0.
Yes.
Good for them.
Na
good for
United walicheza na Newcastle the last game tukiona Kariuki ball.
Actually, I think
Kariuki ball iko third.
them. Rosemary Ball iko wapi?
Rosalinda ko fifth.
I actually thought with the form that Man United had come back with,
Right.
I thought that you'd finish above City because I've seen how City are dropping. There's a time you are 3 points below City, and I think kwa pod nilisema I feel like Man United may just finish second. I don't know what happened your time ulikuwa 3 points imefika 9 points. Kuliendaje? I was counting on you guys.
Well,
No
the season was over, yes.
Manuel
Oh,
ndo
Manuel ndo
swara.
swara.
Actually si swara ni venye sisi as Manchester United tunataka ku keep his relevance until the end of the
But
season.
come on.
By the way,
from
unajua
fo-
kinyoa
from
ana-
14th.
Ana relevance akishanyoa alafu.
But seriously, from 14
So
to
club moja
3rd,
inategemea
I think
na mtu
Carrick has
mmoja.
done a good job.
No, he's done a good job. It's just that nilikuwa naona because I'd seen how City ilikuwa ina drop. Venye ilifika 3 points, I was like, now City lose one game because I wasn't seeing Man United lose at that point.
Mnasema he's done an impressive job. Paul Scholes alisema he's clueless.
Who?
Paul Scholes
ni nani?
Paul Scholes alisema
As a
Carrick
coach?
is clueless.
He said that. He posted
Yeah, but
that
then
on
he
his
also had to
Instagram.
embarrassingly go online and apologize for his comments.
SMS is a problem in this world, especially. if
Unaona
you're a
sana
football
nikisema
player.
6 foot plus unaona sasa shida zitaki kudeal nazo.
I think being a good player does not guarantee you being a good pundit.
Exactly.
Good
Because honestly,
Or a
all
good coach or a good coach.
Or just even thinking.
Because honestly, if you look at most of those players, especially judging how Arsenal are playing, of course, they're playing the best and all, but coming to say at amfai kupewa kikombe, then if you go back to the days, especially if someone like Obi, ukiangalia role ya Obi Mikel kwa hiyo team ilikuwa gani?
Listen to Martin Keown. Listen to the likes of Thierry Henry. Listen to all legends of Arsenal. No one is criticizing the team about how they should not get the trophy. If you are loyal to your club, even if your club is failing, call out the failures and also call out the successes.
But they
be a club man.
But Thierry Henry also talked about Arsenal. I don't know if it's Thierry Henry or Jimmy. One of them talked about Arsenal.
Mtu hajashinda Premier League anaongea.
Wait. Set Arsenal hajashinda 22 years.
No, but Jimmy Carragher hajaiona. Jimmy Carragher anakuongelesha.
Maana anapasha wangu na Richarlison. Ndio kalaba yake.
Alisema Arsenal lack a player who can fit in that best 11 at the end of the season. Even currently, that player who can win you matches. Do you agree with that
relevant
statement?
thing ever?
I don't see the relevance and however, and I feel like the whole defense will be there either way.
Arsenal whole defense will be
Unataka tuweke Fofana? Ama unataka tuweke nani center back?
Vita ya ngumu unaingiza panga wai.
Nilikwambia street fight squeeze ni kubaya.
But also Henry yesterday said you don't have to love how Arsenal play, of which I'm sure he does not love, but he said you can however respect it because it's doing something. If we were playing badly and not winning, that's one thing. We also don't love it as Arsenal fans, but we respect it. It's working. Yeah.
When Atletico was winning theirs and they were tackling guys head left, right and center.
Yes.
Guys were like, oh, haram football, oh, nini. It got them a title.
Yes. In fact, mi ukumbuka tu Mourinho. Every time I look at that Arsenal team, nakumbukanga how I used to hate.
Did you see how Mourinho won the Champions League na Inter Milan?
Yes. I used to hate how he plays, but now I'm like, he won the cups. He's valid. Hakuna place imeandikwa Mourinho won the cups via haram football. Mourinho.
At the end of
won
the day,
cups.
it's the result that matters.
Simple.
But I
if
think
the
also-
system, the problem is if the system doesn't work.
If it doesn't work now, that's a different thing. But if it works, but if it works, there's nothing anyone will tell Arteta.
But also on the flip side, I think it's quite haram not defending the title the way Liverpool are doing.
Very haram.
Oh my God! Can we just move past the whole Liverpool defense thing, man?
Yeah, and on Sunday they're playing
As a
against
Manchester
a
United
team.
fan, you should care less.
No, he's talking about them playing against Tottenham.
On Sunday.
Can they defend Tottenham?
Tottenham have lost all.
That's what I'm saying. It's haram that you cannot defend the title this way, and then it's also haram as a London club that you'll have one of arguably the best stadiums in the championship.
So haram. So tuko hapa na QPR. the rich boys of the championship.
Representing London.
Next season naona
rich
championship mbaya.
Unaona Tottenham
Next
championship.
season tunaoch championship.
You don't believe they'll survive? Now come on. You don't believe they'll survive?
I thought they would, but looking at how they're
1
playing,
point
Exactly.
away from relegation.
You know for sure, Nottingham Forest are tied on points with West Ham,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
And for me, there's a higher, considering the fact that Nottingham Forest went after a failure of a manager who literally put Wolves in that 20th spot. You can see the ambition is to be relegated. So that means there's a lifeline for West Ham that they've been handed there.
And not even Tottenham.
No, not Tottenham.
Igor Tudor is not going to make sure they survive.
No.
I think after this game, do you think Igotuda is leaving Tottenham?
In fact, I think this is his first result because he'll finally get a draw, what he's very famous for.
wow.
You know, she has backed up history with Juventus, where Tudor was, drawing every
He
game.
was fired because he drew 10
Because I
games
was
in a
doing,
year.
I know he was doing a lot.
And so far in the last 3 games, that
At
he's
least
been
he'll get
there,
a point
X.
Against
X.
Liverpool.
A draw.
The most audacious thing that I've seen today is that Tottenham have the worst form in their last 5 games than any other team in the league right now, including Wolves who have won 2 in the last 5.
And got up against Arsenal Wolves.
Ish.
So Tottenham are really struggling.
Tottenham are going down, and I think for me it brings more excitement because I know West Ham wameona ndio chance. And who is West Ham playing next? Man City.
If Tottenham go down, is there a player from that Tottenham team you can pick for Arsenal?
Kuna Van de Ven.
Akuje labda kana kuja bench, okay. Because he won't start over Gabriel. He won't
Kuna
start
Kudus.
over Saliba.
What about the wing backs?
Wing backs? No. Maybe
Porro is not getting a starting at Arsenal.
over Timber.
Yes.
I'm asking.
I don't think so.
Jed Spence is not getting a start over
Jed Spence is not getting a start over anyone.
Hincapié,
Spence.
no. I think only maybe ukisema uko mbele because we are struggling in terms of wingers. Maybe tuseme sasa, I don't know what form Kudus comes back in. But
Mohamed Kudus.
I was a fan of Kudus at West Ham.
Kolomwani?
I don't really rank him much.
In the midfield. Paulinho doesn't get a place in Arsenal.
Midfield.
Paulinho
No.
could be a good shout. However, I feel like Paulinho Nogard
It's the
would
same
be
thing.
the same thing. So, and if Nogard is not playing, then definitely Paulinho will not play. But I rank Paulinho. Who?
You rank Paulinho.
Yeah.
Any of the strikers?
Solanke. I love Solanke. However, injuries.
It's the same thing like with Jade Spence. It's the injuries. So
Because he's an Arsenal fan too. But sasa the injuries. If he gives us 5 games, atakuwa another Jesus.
The Argentinian captain? Not captain,
Romero.
but,
Romero.
Romero, the Tottenham.
Tulitoka red cards. We have no red cards this season. We don't need more.
Karibu nicheke nikakumbuka niko na zangu 9.
10. Usiache ya coach.
Maresca pia leo kota.
Ya 10 ni ya coach. Usiache hiyo.
0723222105 is our number. Also, you can call us through 0748999111. Remember, in the next 1 hour or so, sprint qualifying will be starting at the Shanghai Grand Prix, and then Queen Nikki. Also, in terms of tennis, in terms of the semi-finals,
our semi-finals are set
for the Indian Wells.
For the Indian Wells, for both the men's and the women's. Let me give you the men's first. We will have Zverev versus Yannick Sinner.
Yes.
And then we have Medvedev versus Carlos Alcaraz. Who actually, by the way, after he won his game, there's a group of guys who follow him around wanaitwa the bees, wanavanga bee costumes.
Yes.
So alimrushia
Niliona.
moja alafu akavaa. He said buzzing into the semi-finals. And on the women's side, we'll have Sabalenka, who will be playing against Noskova, and then Rybakina versus your girlfriend?
Vitolina.
Unajua anajua jina yake. Do we have another chance of seeing another Sabalenka versus Rybakina in the final? Australian Open final rematch.
Do they have a bigger TV just to say for handshakes?
But do we get another Australian Open final again?
I think so. Why not?
And do imagine Victoria if it repeats itself.
Sorry?
I'll still go for Rybakina.
Yeah, I'll go for
Sabalenka.
Sabalenka.
See, we are Team Sabalenka for the wedding.
for the
tusikose invitation.
Me, I just want to see another. It's been a minute. We need another Sinner versus Alcaraz, number 1 and 2. That's what I want for the final.
And remember, the WRC is happening this weekend. And in terms of the standings, in terms of before even they got Kenya, the driver standings, we have Ethel Evans, who is Team Toyota. Also Solberg, Takamoto Kasuta, also Pale in Toyota. Adrian Fumo, Thierry Neuville, Sebastian Ogier, and Sami Pajari complete at the 1-7, representing a Toyota right there, whereby we'll have also Espeka Lapi, who will be representing Hyundai, and Les Osoro, who will be representing Citroen. Remember, at some point, Citroen were really dominating the rally. Citroen, yeah, that car was really nice.
What happened to them?
Well, just like other racers have said, hapa Kenya matope ijui Citroen.
And then also, a big shout out. Tonight is a very big game happening at Nyayo Stadium between Nairobi City Thunder and KPA.
Yeah, and KPA.
I think if you're a lover of basketball, that's a good game to go and watch. KPA.
Friday night basketball, FNB.
Ndo hiyo sasa.
Yeah.
Usikose hiyo as basketball fans. Kina Josai now.
Yeah, FNB ni kitu iko ama ni umecreate?
Friday night basketball.
Ka Friday the 13th.
Mimi najua FNB na kwa food and beverage manager.
I don't think there's a problem. Let's go to our phone lines. Hello, SportyFM.
Yes, ndugu.
Vipi ndugu bwana, uko salama?
Jana network iliniangusha kuliko bei ya mafuta huko Russia.
Unajua inapanda? Hata usiongee bro, usiongee.
Mafuta kama inakusumbua wewe, ulinunua gari ya kusumbua tu watu wa kijiji.
Je, ulinunua gari ya kuzia watu wa kijiji uoga?
Mafuta ifai kukusumbua.
Mwambie.
Kama mafuta ikipanda ina unasteta, wewe ulinunua gari ndio usumbue watu wa kijiji.
Umetuibia siri, je tumejua.
So nataka kusema kila mtu alinunua gari na na complain juu ya mafuta saizi. Alikuwa anasitisha tu watu wa kijiji.
Huyo anasumbua, alikuwa tu atishie watu wa kijiji.
I love that. Now, in terms of game happening this weekend, how do you see your team performing this weekend?
This weekend, ndugu, si national team ni ile. Si lazima tufunge ndo tu win. Everton wakitufungia pia ni sawa.
Inakubalika.
Hatutaki kufunga. Alafu ndugu yangu hapo hapo leo amepiga Brufen.
Inamsumbua.
Kwa nini?
Umepiga Brufen?
Mimi niko sawa, siwezi piga Brufen.
Unajua Chelsea wanadhania wakipigwa ati wataenda conference. Sasa ukipigwa unatoka.
Hapo umeongea vibaya bra, na sisi ni marafiki.
Mimi naongea tu ukweli.
No, Hesbon anagojea Sunday saa 8 Shabana versus Kariobangi Sharks. Hiyo ingine tuachae nayo.
Hiyo imeisha. Shabana unajua sasa hii tu labda tupigwe na upepo juu game ya mwisho tulifungwa bao zote na FC.
Bao zenye tutafungwa zote ziliisha.
Zimeisha. Sasa hizi tu ni win.
Hey. Thank you so much for your call right there. It's all you do is win, eh?
Namekwambia bao zenye tulifungwa zimeishia hapo sasa.
Quiniki, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, aside from the tennis and the football, there's still Formula 1, but Adesanya anapigwa asubuhi Sunday morning.
Umekuja na ubaya.
Si kweli?
United by them nacheza weekend eh?
I'm sure you'll be watching our game more than you'll be watching yours.
Haitakuwa same day though. So I'll just be watching because it's part of the job.
No, there's other things you can watch. There's Serie A.
But I have two Man United fans here, so
you can
I
also
must
be following.
watch.
You can also follow your French team, Strasbourg.
And also Shabana itakuwa inacheza that time. Versus Kariobangi Sharks.
Kuna two games mzuri zenye zinachezwa sana.
Amtaki nione karaoke ball.
Ya karaoke ball imetupeleka third. Ya Rosalinda imekuwa chap.
Nimemfanya aende kanisa kesho asubuhi.
Sasa umeambia watu.
TJ, what are you looking forward to this weekend in terms of sports?
Unafika WRC?
Hapana.
Twende Vasha.
Twende
Vasha.
Mwana na kuchocha atakuwa hapa kesho asubuhi after church.
Kesho pia kuna Six Nations.
Oh, very good.
kuna France versus England game tamu hiyo, Ireland versus
If
Scotland.
England lose that game, I think who manager anachapa.
Anafuta.
Because this
by the second last right now.
Six Nations in terms of England wamekuwa very disappointing.
Ningesema pia Italy inacheza lakini inacheza wanyonge Wales, so
wanyonge
Wales wako bottom of the league.
Hawezi pull a surprise.
No, surprise gani?
And your country France?
The only thing that will surprise is them showing up for the game.
She supports Italy. Na amesema support France.
Si rugby.
Sindio? She's an Italian fan.
No.
She's not an Italian fan. No, she supports one guy in the rugby team of France. There's a difference.
It has to be a guy.
Of course, it's always a man.
Clean. So, what are you looking forward to this weekend, TJ?
I think it should be a chilled weekend, so probably I'll catch like mostly all games, all Premier League games. So La Liga, I think also kukaza hapo Barcelona ifike ishinde ligi. I want Barcelona to win only. Yeah.
Because that's the only place you can league the win.
And Italian, I think I don't know who AC Milan is playing.
You can league the win though.
I just
League the win.
You can league the win.
Joy liko imeshaenda kwa nini?
Mbona umerudisha?
I was like, that's a new terminology in football. You league the win.
That's the only place you can go.
Really?
La Liga.
League at the win.
League the win.
But next Sunday there's a very big game. Nataka tupatane pale Nyayo. Gor Mahia versus Shabana.
Ni
That's
bebe.
21st.
Ni bebe, it's been a while bana.
Lazima tuende.
Nipeleke hiyo.
Sawa.
Na lakini is it safe?
Very
Because
safe.
that has been also another issue with local football. And watu wengi wamekuwa wakiogopa kwenda kuona the local
See,
games.
because of the cops na kurusha matia gas unnecessary.
That one will be very safe.
Iko wapi?
Nyayo.
Sawa. Sisi yao. Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
In terms of Formula 1 this weekend, who's taking it for you? Shanghai? Mapema ndo best Sunday?
Nataka kuona kama Max atani impress. However, bado nimeona.
Ataku impress his nini zinakuwa kali sana.
Yes.
Comebacks.
Not comebacks. His radio vitu zenye anaongeanga alafu akimaliza
Hizo
race.
ndio the only thing that can make happy.
Come on, he was the best driver last
And for
weekend.
Ferrari rear wing ikiflip hivi mtafurahia. That's why it ends at because McLaren are making a comeback, I think.
How do you how can you talk like that,
McLaren is
bro?
making what comeback?
Unajua hawa sasa walifurahia sana vile Piastri alipata alicrash before
DNS.
Sitaki kuita hivyo juu mtaanza kucheka hapa bure. But I think
DNS which stands for do not start. He did not start.
Mnasikia vizuri.
Sana.
No naingilia McLaren.
Kwao.
I mean sorry, Ferrari.
Okay.
Unajua tuko na heritage.
McLaren sioni sana. I want Max to do well.
You're not seeing them defending their title?
Oh my god, here we go.
Sioni.
Another defense just tukuje. You don't want your bad luck around us.
Joe, any wise words for Alpine? Fans, unajua kuna nani alikuwa amejaribu
Gasly finished 10th in FP1, so in the sprint qualifying, I think if we can finish a top 10, that would be brilliant for Alpine. That being said, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult with the likes of McLaren trying to get to that top 10. No, we don't have a DNS. It's going to be difficult, but we're going to put
We finished even ahead of Lando finished ahead of Max.
Who has more points now in the Formula 1 between Alpine and McLaren?
McLaren are third.
Where?
No, as in this season, as in Tangu last weekend.
Angalia.
Mkona more points than
Alpine.
But
Nangana kuwatetea sana.
Tesea?
Amesema team zake zote zile like both his drivers walimaliza race.
Finally.
Tesea. This has been the kickoff. Coming up, we'll have the breakpoint with Joshua Konya and Hilda Chaptor, who will be breaking down everything, and also will be here live for you for the sprint qualifying in the Shanghai Grand Prix. And you know what? From us guys till Monday, have a good day. Have a sporty day.